So this is a guide to give you an idea of how to read the reports you'll be getting from Dental Inbound. Not everyone will get the same reports, but this will give you an idea between practice performance and call tracking. So the first report you're going to see is the call tracking and practice performance. And this particular report is going to give us an idea of how the different types of mediums we used, as well as how they were converted inside of the practice. So taking a look at this, the practice performance report, what you want to get from this, calls answered by a live person, 72%. So that does mean that there's 28% of calls didn't actually reach the front office. And then this also shows appointments booked, 65%. And then it does go into more detail. So there's 50 total calls. And of those 50 total calls, 36 were actually connected. But the thing to really look at here is the 34 unique calls. That's the actual opportunities that came in and connected with the staff. And then also on this report, the most important is how did they convert those appointments. So obviously it's going to give you new patients, 10 of those of the 15 were booked, and then of course it will also give you existing patients opportunities, and 5 of those 7 were booked. The next report gives you an idea of reasons not booked. Now, on here there's only 2, but there may be others on your report. It might say insurance, things like that. And then the other part of this particular report is reasons why someone didn't connect. So when you're looking at this, take a look at the 43% reached voicemail and didn't leave a message. That's important. You need to probably take a look inside of the practice and see how you can implement something to improve that. We also have the staff activities, so this will go into actually what each person in the practice did as far as conversions. And unclaimed, what unclaimed means is either they didn't hear the name or the person didn't say their name. But you can see here new patient opportunities, 5, 2 were booked, and then they give you the same thing there for the existing patient opportunities. Now we'll actually go in and look at the online analytics. This will give us an idea of how our marketing efforts online are working. First report, this is the overall report. This one will talk a little bit about your efforts online with SEO, pay-per-click, and then it'll even kind of give you an idea of how direct mail performed. So on the left side of this report, each one of these categories, you can see here the organic search is your SEO. It got 610 website clicks. Paid search is the pay-per-click, 378. And then direct, again, this is somebody typing in the URL direct, so we probably give about 70% of that to direct mail, and you can actually go back to drop dates and figure that out as well. And then social, that's your social media, and then referral, generally that's insurance, but it could be coming from any outside source, Yellow Pages, things like that. We also want to kind of cover the basics of what this report says. Sessions, that's the number of clicks to your website. Probably more important than that is the new people that are coming to your website, 833 here. Bounce rate, don't get too caught up in this, but basically this is how Google's looking at you when someone comes to the website. How quickly are they leaving the website? The lower that number, the better. So obviously with things like pay-per-click, they're going to click away quicker than SEO. And then this will also tell you how many pages they viewed and how long they were actually on your site. But the most important part of this report is actually the amount of conversions you got online. And this will show you that. Usually we set this goal between 30 and 50 with a client, depending on the money they've spent or what media they're doing. This particular client got 115, 80 from SEO, 7 from pay-per-click, 28 from those direct URL hits or direct mail. So this is actually the most important part so that you know that your efforts online either need to be improved or that they're working effectively. The next report is demographic information. This is important to know so that we can figure out if the efforts we're putting into online marketing are reaching the people that we want to. In this case, a younger demographic and obviously more female. Next report is devices. This is actually where are people viewing your website from. Mobile tends to have the highest for most people, and then desktop is second. And this particular client did well with tablets. Usually we don't see that as high of a number. But the most important part of this is actually how is it converting. And you can see those desktop hits are actually converting better than mobile, but mobile did well too. So usually we have a goal of anywhere from 30 to 50 actually appointment page visits where they're requesting an appointment, and both of those did well, so we wouldn't want to take away efforts there. So if you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me, and we can go over these reports in more detail.